Okay, so for GU, starting out at the 4 hour, we already had impulse correction continuation. Still hasn't broken down past that or broken above this previous high here. Right now it is respecting this zone, but it also respected the zone over here and still went down to retest that trend line. So the initial move I was expecting was to go down here, retest this zone and trend line. So expecting it to go down here. Don't know if it's going to do like this did over here and go up and test this zone again before going down. It is creating wicks, a wick there and a wick. Let's see how much time. Well, there's still plenty of time left on this particular candle, so just got to see what happens. But I did miss that entry. It happened at 1 a.m., so I am not in this trade. For the 1 hour, same thing, respecting this zone through here. Did have some divergence here and here. I actually marked that up as minor structure divergence, but it's also 1 hour divergence too. So with it being the 1 hour divergence, here's a divergence trend line with the retest. Well, yeah, no. It's not really structure for the 1 hour. So yeah, that's a 30-minute divergence right there, or my structure. Okay, and it does look like there's a lot of wicks there. So price may break below this zone and come down and reach this zone here and do a bounce off of this trend line. I don't expect price to go further than that, but of course it can. Because with it going right there, that's in line with completing this fib and retesting these areas that's been broken and haven't been retested yet. So yeah, I'm sure it's the same thing on the 15-minute. Yeah. Here's the trend line. The break, there's one retest, and there's the second retest there. My trend line initially, I had my alert set to go off, but my trend line was more like this. I was expecting it to go up and reach there and touch that as well. I'm going to in the future be mindful that for my trend lines to not be at the exact point I want it to be, but maybe down a little lower, so that I can be alerted when it's in the area I'm looking for. So let me put that back. All right, so again, price could still go back up there to get in for a sale, but if not, yeah, this move has pretty much already played out. Unless it breaks down a little bit below the zone, goes back up to retest it, and then come down for a sale. But I did have a bars pattern. Yeah. So I had my bars pattern with price going up a little bit higher. But either way, that's the projection or the analysis for GU. This right here is that was from last week. I'm gonna move that. And let's see what else from last week. Yeah, my first projection from last week, or my first analysis from last week, was for it to come down to this level. And it did that. And then the second one was, I don't have my bars pattern, but I believe it was a buy. Yeah, this buy right here, based off of that divergence, and it completing this minor structure fib to go up to this zone right here. And I think that was it. Yeah,